Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Terry B here from Austin, Texas, coming to you live. I'm excited this morning. I'm vibrating. I'm so excited. But just had a great conversation with Ramin and Wes right here at formerly Optic Tour, currently now Black Ops. These are the guys that produced my my podcast. Forever grateful, forever appreciative. Thanks, Ramin. Thanks, Wes. Appreciate you wherever you're currently at today. But listen, we're talking to you live from Austin, Texas, where the sun is hot, the barbecue is sweet, and all those drinks are still free, man. It is Cinco de Mayo. Arriba, arriba. It is Cinco de Mayo, man. It's time for a good margarita. Nothing like a good margarita, frozen margarita. I'm getting excited already. But man, today I want to talk to you about having fun in your business. And I'm going to tell you a personal story is, you know, in December, January, we raised our prices at my business in Orangetheory. And man, some people weren't too happy with that. And so they decided not to continue with their membership. We lost some membership. January wasn't quite as good as we expected it. You know, the season in the fitness business, it's January, February, March. If the first quarter goes well, the year goes well. February was relatively flat and March was less than expected. And so here we get through the first month and I was going, what in the wide world of sports is going on? And I have to tell you, I say that a lot, right? I have to tell you, I do say that a lot. It's because I'm compelled to sharing a story that I think can help you. And, you know, we had gotten so focused on selling and we had gotten so focused on the workout and so focused on compliance and so focused on, you know, the level of detail that we forgot to stop having fun in our business. And, you know, I just have to share this. I ran across this YouTube video of Jesse Cole. You may or may not. And Jesse, if you're listening to this or you do hear this, I am forever grateful for your ideas, for your creativity, for your inspiration and motivation. I'd love to chat with you at some point, and I'm going to come to Savannah and see one of your games. But Jesse Cole is the guy responsible for something called Savannah Bananas. Look it up on YouTube, look it up on Google, and look at what this guy is doing with Savannah Bananas. Did it in pre-COVID, had to shut down during COVID, came back even better, stronger, faster, bigger, better post-COVID. But he calls it the 5 E's of creating a fan base. And how do you really create fan base? And when I was listening to Jesse, I said to myself, man, these were all the things we did in the early days for Orangetheory Fitness. And he talks about eliminating friction and how to find the things that your customers don't like and try to eliminate that and try to make it easy or a way to do that. And he talks about, you know, just a simple thing as being on hold, you know, and how can you make your on hold message a fun or exciting or entertainment message. Number 2 thing he talks about was entertainment and how do you entertain and how can you be more of an entertainment business. And, you know, he uses the illustrations of Barnum and Bailey creating the greatest show on earth. And of course, what Jesse's doing is creating the greatest show in baseball. And we took that concept and applying it to Orangetheory Fitness. And we're saying, how can we create the greatest show in fitness? And what happens is we get so focused on the physiology and the kinesiology and the body positions and all those kind of things, we forget to have fun while we're working out. I mean, that's part of the benefit of exercising and working out is you can have a little bit of fun with it and do it with a few friends and get phenomenal results, right? So how can you really entertain people? And we did that in the early days with Orangetheory Fitness when we put the orange bikes and we had an orange morph man and an orange suit and we had orange tutus. And we used to do theme days where, you know, we would use is Michael Jackson music and Troy Taylor would come out dressed like Michael Jackson and we'd have a fog machine and he would play Michael Jackson music and, you know, teach the class. And it was something different. It was something fun. And we did a lot of things in the early days that made it fun and people talked about us and we became remarkable. So remarkable, you know, when you think about your business, how are you becoming remarkable? You become remarkable by having people want to tell their friends about what you're doing. And so that is, they make a remark about it, right? Third thing that Jesse talks about is experiment a lot and try something. And I remember these things too. In the early days, we would try these things. When we started Orangetheory Fitness, we would try we had something called the Orange Light program, the Orange Light workout. And what that was a recovery day. The problem with that is we couldn't have it at specific times. And so we put it in, and what happened is half the group said, I want recovery. The other half the group said, I didn't come for recovery. I came for a hard workout, and it didn't really work. We had Mom and Me. We had summer camp, kids programs coming in and in the summertime, and that didn't really work out. And then we had a program where we took people from inside the studio to outside the studio, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, the heart rate monitors weren't working and picking up on the receiver that we had on the inside of the studio, so that didn't work. Well, you never really hear about what doesn't work. We did a pre-sale, our very first pre-sale. I had to finally convince my partners that pre-sale was the way to go and to stair-step the prices. And we would start at a lower price 3 months out and go to a higher price 2 months out and go to a little bit higher price a month out and then finally be at our regular rate. And they said they would agree, but after 30 days, they wanted me to raise everybody's prices up to the regular retail rate. And so I did that, and half the members quit. You never hear about that story. You never hear about as we were starting and we were making cash calls. You don't hear those stories anymore. But that was how the business kind of evolved and became the business that it is today. It was through having fun, and it was experimenting. Some things worked and some things didn't work. So again, it reminded me when I listened to Jesse, I was reminding me of all these things that we used to do. And as soon as I say we used to do it, I ask myself, why am I not doing that today? Why am I not doing the things that I used to do? He talks about engaging deeply and how you can make an impact. You treat one person like you want to treat everybody. And unfortunately, we can't be out there and talk to all of our members. We can't change and do things for everybody, but you can do it one member at a time, right? And so how do you create memorable moments for individuals that become talkable moments for them? And engaging deeply. And the last one is empower action, is, empowering people in your organization to be able to do things. And so I took that concept and that idea and I applied it to my business. And so Monday morning, we had something called Idea Palooza. Just like Saturday, if you're familiar with Saturday Night Live, they all sit together and they focus on the pitches or the skits that they're going to use. And then the writers write, and then they practice those later in the week. And then Saturday Night Live comes out and it's a live show, right? Some of it works, some of it doesn't work, some of it's, but it's all for fun. And we all love watching it. It's been around forever, right? Anyway, how do you empower action? Monday, we had a pitch day. We had a Monday morning, everybody had to come up with ideas, 7 ideas by 7 p.m. of something they could do every day to be creative, to have fun. And everybody has their own petty cash P card, we call it. And we upped the P card so people could have more money and do what they wanted to do. And I want to tell you, it's re-energized my business this week. And people are out there doing everything from, line dances in the lobby before class. They've got beach balls flying around in the fitness rooms during class. They've got pie. I saw one guy with a pie in the face. I saw one team with a pinata that they were doing with retail items inside the pinata. I mean, just getting really super creative. Wind down Wednesday, coffee with the coach in the morning. I mean, it was kind of creative, kind of ideas. And what happened, and I'm only telling you, we're only 7 days into it, but what's happened is people are they've stopped focusing on what they didn't like about the business or working in the business. And everybody thought about what they really love in the business is having fun and being creative. And they're exercising their creative muscles. And I'm super excited about it because as we become more remarkable, members see that, they have more fun in class. It creates a separate connection. They tell their friends and bring their friends. You got to see what they're doing over at my studio or Orangetheory. And it can change, it can really change our results. And so I just want to give you a couple tips, some things to remind yourself about having fun in your business is number one is smile, man, be approachable and be friendly. My dad told me this a long time ago. If you want to have friends, you got to be friendly. You've got to put the hand of friendship out first and say, hi, my name's Terry. Welcome to Orangetheory Fitness. We always used to do this. People would walk in and our front desk people would stand up just like people say, welcome to Moe's. We'd go, welcome to Orangetheory. We stand up and people go, oh, what do you, instead of waiting for somebody to come up to the desk, we get out from in front of the desk like they do at Nordstrom and we welcome people into the business. Anyway, smile, be approachable, man, be friendly. Make a friend. And I got to tell you, you got to think about your energy level during these pieces and parts, right? And you go, how's my energy level? Am I courteous and respectful? Am I being polite? Am I saying thank you and you're welcome and hello and goodbye? Remember, and Jesse says this, that the last impression is the lasting impression. What are you doing when people walk out that door? How are you creating the last impression that will be a lasting impression, right? Make sure that everything is show ready. I was telling you a little bit about the greatest show on earth, and Barnum and Bailey, P.T. Barnum, right? The greatest show on earth was what he was trying to create, so that people would come and buy tickets and see his show. Walt Disney created the greatest show in family entertainment, quite frankly, with his theme parks. What are you doing? What is your business, and how do you turn that into the greatest show? And people want to talk about it, and it becomes remarkable. Stop doing what's normal, because normal gives you normal results. Start doing things that are different or remarkable. And I just had a brief conversation with, the guys here, and I was talking about what is marketing. Marketing is creating the differentiator between you and your competition. And you need to be talking about that and telling that story about why are you different and what is the value around that. And remember this, is that for every ounce of treatment, you need to have a ton of fun. For every ounce of treatment, or for every ounce of solution that you have for your business, whatever that business is, you need to have a ton of fun. Hope that was helpful for today, just for different ideas, different concepts, a little bit shorter today. But remember this, have fun, be creative, have ideas and pitch days, find ways to exercise those creative muscles. And I definitely will see you with better results next Tuesday. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next Tuesday.